Welcome to tutorial number 148 in this SolidWorks course and the third tutorial in sheet metal series. In this tutorial we're going to talk about the next sheet metal feature, edge flange, and we'll talk about the first option, flange parameters, which include edit flange, use default radius. So let's start making a piece of sheet metal. Click new part, and first thing I am going to specify a material. This is an optional step, just in case if anyone would be interested. And here I'm going to pick a stainless steel sheet. This is a common sheet of metal. Then go to the sheet metal base flange, pick the plane. Here I'm going to select center rectangle with some dimensions. Sheet metal base flange, the thickness. Here I'm going to specify 1 millimeter, and here the K factor will be 0.4, and this is why I picked the stainless steel material. So in this case will be 0.4, and in future tutorials we going to talk in details about the bend allowance. Now click OK, and for the reverse you can notice from the drawing here how that will change. Then click OK. Also I'm going to pick a stainless steel as appearance, and here is a very simple sheet of steel. So let's see how to use the edge flange. Here you will notice the edge flange option. Click on the edge. This feature is to creating a flange on the edge. So pick the edge. Here you will see the flange parameters. Select edge. Go to the sheet and select the edge where you're going to create your flange. You're going to select this edge, and then when you reach the length you need, click OK, or on the right mouse button. It is a very simple edge flange, but we have created this shape in the previous tutorial in one single step. Here we have two steps, base flange and then edge flange. I'm going to show you how we create it in one single step. Go to the right plane, sketch normal to, and make L shape. Adding some dimensions. Let's make this coincident or horizontal, and then sheet metal base flange to extrude the L shape 100 mid plane. Click OK. As you notice, the sheet metal parameters is grayed out because we already specified it is a sheet of steel with a K factor 0.4, and we can change it as we said in the previous tutorial. For now, click OK. Here you have the second beam we created in one single step. So let's make another shape where we can notice that the edge flange is a handy tool. Go to the right plane and make a U shape. give it some dimension. And now let's extrude it by the base flange. Go to the sheet metal, base flange, and here we have a U-shaped beam. And now let's start to use the edge flange. Select edge flange, and this time we're going to select this edge. Now in this case you have the edge flange. You can make it in a way that you cannot do it by the base flange. So here you can select the edge you need. You can select it from below or the above edge and give you the same result. And this arrow, if you click, will change the direction of this edge flange. The second arrow here is the length of the flange. We are also able to change that length in the next options, but for now I am talking about the first option, the flange parameters. And when you change the length, both of the edge flange changing at the same way. And when you are done, click OK. And here you will notice that we bended both sides of this sheet metal. The next option in the edge flange feature is the edit flange profile. For example, when you selected the edge, it selected the whole edge. But how if you need just, for example, to have half of that? You can do that in the edit flange profile, and you'll notice profile sketch. This sketch, you are able now to change it. If you go to the profile, and here is the sketch, you can change it by dragging it freely, change the length of it, and you can even add dimension to that. You can, for example, add 15 and this side 10. You can also change the shape of that sketch. Let's select a line here, select the midpoint here and the midpoint on the second line, and trim the corner. And you will notice how you change the sketch. And when you are done, you simply click finish. And you notice how is the shape of the flange. Go back to the edge flange, edit feature. When we edited the edge flange, we were able to change this side. Let's try to change, and we are just able to finish or to edit this side. There is a second approach. You can reach to the sketch and you can change it on a different way. If you go to the edge flange, that in case you want to change the second side, you will notice that you have two sketches. That sketch we already edited. As you remember, exit from that sketch. You can select when you hover over this sketch here, edit, and you will notice it is in this side. We can edit this sketch at the same way, add some dimensions, and then click OK. And when you are done from that sketch, exit the sketch, and you will have your edge flange edited the same way. So there is two approaches to edit the sketch of the flange. Now let's see the next option in the edge flange. Again, edit feature. You have the use default radius. As we said before, when you create a sheet metal, SolidWorks assume you are working with the same sheet of metal, in this case stainless steel sheet with a thickness of 1 millimeter, and using the same press, which giving you a bending radius of 1 millimeter. So there is kind of no need to change that. If you change, for example, the press, and then you need and the bendings radius changed, according to that you override the values, and you will notice the change